Hello, good morning, Yassine.
Morning, Laurent.
How are you doing?
Doing well.
Yeah, good.
Coffee time.
Yeah, same for me here. It's
So,
already not the third one, the second one, but yeah, still
yeah,
coffee time.
I'm launching the live stream, so then we'll see if it's working as expected today.
Okay, let me check. I'm going to connect on YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube, see Microcks, and crossing fingers.
Yeah, but
Uh,
it seemed
gonna
to
put
be
some. Okay.
Monday, and then, Thursday morning CET. Look like the live stream is stuck again.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I think we have the same issue every morning, CET.
Yes, every month when we are, yes, when we are using this time slot.
I don't know if we can change the live stream server. Let me check it out because I've never done that. I think we'll report that to Restream
Restream.
support because that's starting to be very painful. And now we know it's, let's say, every morning for us, almost the time. Um, doesn't seem to be possible to change, the way we stream. Least if it's Europe or let me try again. The stream failed.
Ah, preparing live stream and of
Yes,
broadcast,
but then it
but
stopped at a third of it, and usually it's going to generate an error.
otherwise we'll do like the other times, just
Yeah,
recording it and publishing the records or replaying the records
yeah, I
so
can.
that it still appears as a live stream.
That's way easier. I mean, as I did last time, I can publish it for tomorrow morning at the same time. But
Okay.
look like that we're not gonna have any other choice and solution to make it live. I'm just trying a latest attempt, just in case.
Okay, just
But
in case.
otherwise, we'll do that. Give a few minutes for any folks who would like to join, by the way, and I send the direct Zoom link on our Discord channel as well.
Okay.
Oh, same issue. All right.
Okay.
So let's start this way, and as you said, Laurent, we'll send it stream live tomorrow, same time,
Okay.
based on the recording. So Welcome to this community meeting number 31. Um, and we'll see if there is any community members who are joining us. But in any case, we have always and as usual a lot of information to share and some updates regarding the project and where we are going, the new stuff and so on. By what would we like to start, Laurent? Maybe events, the big one for the in the week now. Uh,
Yeah, 10 days.
10 days,
I,
yeah, two
I want
weeks.
to have more time to prepare. Yeah, so we will be in KubeCon Europe. So this time it is in beautiful Amsterdam. So starting in 10 days, it will be from the 21 of March. So if you're around, feel free to yes to DM to join us. So I will have a talk with Mathieu. Mathieu is a guy from the SCORE CNCF project, and we will have a talk together talking about Microcks and SCORE complementarity and how you can mix both of them to have a smoother developer experience both on the inner loop and on the outer loop. So I don't have the schedule in mind, but check it out and feel free to join us for the session. And otherwise, I think we'll also have a community booth in the project's pavilion. Is it correct, Yassine?
Yeah.
Okay, you
Just
have the schedule at
yeah,
hand.
coming back on the schedule. If you go on KubeCon Europe, if you search for the full schedule like Microcks, and you'll see that there is two talks. So as Laurent said, one with Laurent and Mathieu, and another one related to Microcks with Arsh and Anushka.
Yeah.
So not first dates and times. We are for the folk who will be on site. Please join us. And yeah, that's let's say very great news because maybe the first
Hey,
time that
Ash.
we have two. Hey, hi Arsh. So Arsh is one of the speaker of this talk. So two talks related to Microcks for this KubeCon Europe. That's quite amazing. We'll have recording. Session will be recorded and available on the CNCF and KubeCon YouTube channel. So that's great for all the people who are not going to be able to join. Um, and as Laurent said, we'll communicate. I don't remember exactly our slot, to be honest. But yes, we are lucky enough as well to have
Hmm.
a kiosk in a pavilion project village for more than half a day. Uh,
Oh, cool.
and IOSH. And that's a great time and really a moment that we enjoy and like with Laurent because we can, let's say, exchange with people who are joining us, ask questions and so on. And what is quite fun for us is most of the time we discovered people who are using Microx sometime for years, but we never heard about. It happened to us at each KubeCon, and it's quite amazing and fun. So feel
Hmm.
free to join us. Reach out, by the way, if you would like to schedule a dedicated meeting, conversation, and stuff like that. We are at KubeCon the full week, including the weekend, because on Sunday we are attending the Maintenance Summit. So if you would like to discuss with us, discuss about Microx, please reach out. Join us for these talks. Come and see us on the kiosk. And we have, let's say, plenty of a slot. At least we'll, manage our schedule to do any appointment that are necessary. For us, it's a very nice way to meet the ecosystems of partners and so on. We already have Laurent, I didn't update you on that, but we'll have already an important schedule and meetings with some ecosystem partners. So that's good for the opportunities we can work with all the CNCF other products.
Okay, cool.
Cool,
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 cool.
cool. Arsh, by the way, because I know that we have had a conversation regarding your talk,
Yes.
and unfortunately the difficulties you have had to obtain a visa. So, did you have had any update from the CNCF regarding Wi-Fi and the way to interact remotely on your session during your session?
Not yet. I didn't get any response yet. I'm waiting for the response. I
Okay.
mean, yeah, yeah. It's like it's too unfortunate for me to like join you guys and meet the people of like the Microsoft community as well. Yeah, but
Yeah.
let's see like how it will go first.
Yeah, clearly, Sam, for us, could have been a very nice opportunity to finally meet face to face. But we hope that
Yes.
we're gonna be able to do it at the next KubeCon or maybe next event.
Mhm.
And in any case, it's great that you have been selected for this talk, and looking forward your recorded demo. And I hope that we will see you, during a video conference with Anushka. We're going to be live at KubeCon. Okay, so that's was related to KubeCon. We'll, as usual, do some announcement on that. We have not done, let's say, social communications for these latest days, but we'll do that shortly. I'm just trying to remove the
No,
screen sharing.
screen sharing.
Yeah, because no. Okay. Oh, maybe this one. Oh, yeah. I changed my setting and I'm lost now. So, okay, here we are. All right, so KubeCon, that's done. Stay tuned. We'll communicate and give you details on the agenda, talks, kiosk, time frame and all that stuff. Next, maybe regarding some update, Laurent, or incubation process. So I'll share my screen again, because as you all know, this is a very important topic for us and something on which we are heavily invested time and efforts. So if you go and if you would like to follow up, if you go on Microcks community repo, we have created a CNCF directory. And that was, I think I have discussed this one in a previous community meeting, but I like to re-explain why we have done that. Uh, I think a lot of adopters or contributors maybe don't see all the stuff that we are doing as maintainer in order to be, let's say, to level up and all the activities related, let's say, to CNCF as a foundation. So here we have just created dedicated directory to copy and share the information that we think valuable for the community. So that's where you can find our technical review, which is what the CNCF named the General Technical Review document, something that we have created with Laurent. And it's something that everybody have access to. Everybody, by the way, can contribute to it. And it's a nice way to have information on, sorry, this is a template. Where is the doc itself? Yeah, here, sorry. So it's all answers and all the stuff that we have created for this purpose. So I think it's a nice way to have a better understanding on the project itself. And again, help needed in order to keep it updated and accurate. And if you find anything that is missing, or if you would like to update anything related to the the general technical aspects of Microcks, feel free to create a PR, reach out, create issues, and ask questions and so on. But at least here and in this directory, you have all the information on technical review or security self-assessment, as well. If you click over here, we have a lot of details on question and answers from the CNCF related to the way the Micros community is managing security points and how we commit on it and how we will handle and manage any stuff related to security. There's two documents, security self-assessment, technical, the GTR, are clearly aligned with our incubation application. Here in Sandbox, you have let's say, what we have done in order to be accepted as a sandbox project and all the onboarding process as well. We put it over here because we also have quite a lot of interaction with some of the project, open source project, who are sometimes asking us how we manage to be accepted within the CNCF. So here, you can have access to our application for this purpose. I think that could be valuable. And last but not least, the work in progress incubation. If you click over here, and if you like to check it out, that's the full process of our incubation process. So quite a lot of details and information. Cathy from the TOC is taking care about the review of our application. She have started to do quite a lot of very important comments, remarks, and we are working on some improvements. So check it out. Go at the end if you would like to follow up and see all the issues that we have created in order to enhance our governance, enhance our release management process, start a steering committee. And that's the second topic I would like to deal with you shortly, is the fact that we have, and that's a nice suggestion from Cathy, started a Microcks steering committee. It's just the beginning of the story, but we have, let's say, creating our own charter already. You can check it out over here. If you go on code, we have a dedicated directory related to steering, which is a steering committee, and this is the charter. And in a charter, you'll see, but you also find some issues. We already have 3 members, 3 steering committee members who are representing most of the time ecosystem partners or adopters. And the steering committee has been created to have the voice of the users. And of course, to work closely with maintainers, code owners on the roadmap and see how we can enhance some of these points. So thanks, first of all, to these 3 people, Hugo, Ludovic, and Kin. And if you would like to track all the activities related to that, you'll see that we have launched a community meeting. We are on a way to try to find a slot to do the first kickoff meeting, ideally as soon as possible. Should have been maybe today, but we'll postpone that to next week. And another very important point, so we have also started a vote process in order to elect new steering committee members, and we already received 2 applications. One from Amadeus. Bazu from Amadeus would like to become a steering committee member and represent Amadeus. So this will be submitted to a vote as soon as it's up and running. And we have a second one regarding Thomas from BNP Paribas. So that's 2, let's say, big adopters and users, and glad that we have maybe shortly 5 steering committee members, and I think it's just the beginning of the story. So that's very, very, very good and cool. That's it for the steering committee. And I think, Laurent, maybe we can jump on this topic to finish, let's say, on the stuff related to the community itself. Is the fact that we have a big announcement, and that's not something easy. Is we are very, very happy to have Sébastien Degodez, which is working at AXA, the insurance. And Sébastien is a Microcks contributor for quite a while and very involved on test container .NET library. Also, we have started from scratch the Microcks Aspire implementation. And based on his implication, involvement, and also the fact that he is more than happy to, let's say, climb the contribution ladder, we are happy to announce that we have submitted a vote. And by the way, Laurent, I don't know if you've checked it out, but the vote is closed today, and the vote passed course. And Sébastien is now the third Microcks maintainer at the organization level, which imply I think we have more than 20 repo today and 20 sub-projects. So that's a big
40.
step. Oh, really?
40 repos.
40
Yes, if we
repos.
include the demo repos, we have something like 40 repos. No, it's huge. Yeah, so it's really cool, and I'm really delighted to welcome Sebastian. As you said, he's done a lot regarding the .NET ecosystem support in Microcks, but as Sebastian is also a senior lead developer. He also brings a lot of experience regarding CI/CD processes, regarding release processes. So I worked a lot with him for designing the new release process, get a lot of its feedback. So really, really cool to have Sebastian on board.
Yeah, clearly. And this is also a way to demonstrate our commitment to move forward on growing the community, growing the maintainers, code owners. So if anyone would
Yeah.
like to join from start to contribute from scratch, or as a contributor would like to become code owner, or maybe later on a maintainer, we are of course more than open
Yeah.
to bring new folks on board.
Yeah, sure. So as we said before, we have something like 40 different repos. So it seems to be a lot, and it's a lot to manage. But on the other side, it's also way easier to onboard new people who'd like to become contributor, because each and every repo has its clear scope and release lifecycle and so on. So maybe if you want to be involved into Microcks, it's easier to start with a repo dealing with some specific test container library, dealing with the hub, for example, dealing with the Docker desktop, or dealing with the client libraries. It's really up to you. We are really welcoming new contributors or people who'd like to start new stuff. I made a call to action on the Discord server a few weeks ago. So looking for people who'd like to start a test container for Python, test container library for Python. So yeah, feel free. It may look overwhelming because it's a lot of repo, but once again, the benefit of this is that it could be easier to start with a small repo that is clearly dedicated to one scope.
Yeah,
So,
and as
so
a
do
good
not be
example,
shy.
again, Arsh is a co-owner of Microcks
Yeah,
CLI.
the CLI.
So that's another example of the fact that you can select the topic you like, start contributing on it, and if you like to be more involved and committed to taking care about it, become a co-owner. I think Destiny joined us, so Destiny.
Yeah, hi Destiny.
Thanks for joining. And feel free to interrupt or ask, put any topic on the table if you want to, of course. All right. So regarding the new maintainer, again, that was important as well for the incubation process, but more than happy to have a third maintainer. And we'll announce that, I think, officially. I mean, the vote is closed now, but we have some administrative tasks to do, update the maintainer markdown file, and we'll advertise on social. I think maybe not tomorrow. Friday is never a good day for communication or production changes. So we'll do that certainly next week in order to officially announce and share it more broadly and welcome Sebastian as a third maintainer of the project. I think that's it regarding community changes, enhancement, evolutions, and so on. We'll try all the stuff that we have presented to move forward as quick as we can on that, because we really, really hope that it will boost our incubation application, and we hope so. We hope that it could be validated before or for the next KubeCon, which will be North America in Salt Lake City. If everything is all right, we will be in Salt Lake City with Laurent. and ideally, Microcks could be announced as an incubation project, which is our main goal. All right, that's it for me on that. I think Laurent, you also would like to share maybe more details on new features and on stuff like that. I don't know if we would like to start with that directly, or if you would like to open the mic to Ange, Destiny, if there is anything you would like to bring on board first.
Yeah, I always have some new demos, but yeah, maybe we can open the conversation with Arch and Destiny, depending if they have specific concerns or topics they'd like to chat about. So feel free, guys.
No, it's like I don't have any specific topic currently, so you can carry on.
Okay, no problem at all.
Okay. Destiny, do you have any topic? Any
Yeah,
questions?
yeah. I hope you can hear me. I'm having some issue with my
Yes,
mic.
you're
Okay.
audible. Cool.
Yeah. So, I think the first issue I have is on the documentation. So, I raised an API a while ago to fix the Netlify preview. So, I don't really know how the release works on the documentation because I know I fixed some UI changes. Maybe I might need to maybe bring up a discussion to suggest some UI changes, right? And it was made, but I'm not sure it's reflected. Maybe it's in Netlify thing. I don't know. Then there are also some issues around the Sonar Cube, LinkedIn issue
Yes,
on the
regarding
record.
your latest contributions,
Yeah. So
Arab had some reviews. Yes, yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
I know you started
So
doing something on that. And you mentioned discussion around Python. So I'm not sure I've seen that. Is it on the Discord or Slack or GitHub?
it was on Discord. It was in the general channel few weeks ago, maybe. But yeah, the proposition is still valid. So if you're Python developers and if you want to start and if you think that using Microcks in a Python web app development flow makes sense, I would be really happy to welcome a new test container Python for Microcks.
And maybe Laurent, on that topic, because you have started the discussion on Discord, but do you think that, and that's a question for Destiny, especially if you would like to contribute on it, maybe we can also start to create the empty repo and create an issue with help needed for creating a Python library. Maybe it can give more visibility to that objective, let's say.
Yeah, yeah, I think I mean, it should be useful for, the test container will be useful for Python applications and all. I know I think there is a .NET and a Go
Mhm.
for, yeah, having a Python and also, uh,
Okay,
some,
we'll check it out and see maybe if we can maybe start the empty repo for this purpose, create an issue in order to, let's say, share more broadly the call to action and the help that we need for this purpose, because that's clearly one of the topic on which we need contributions and ideally a code owner as well, because something that need to be maintained, and we starting to have Python requests for test containers on Microcks, so it could be nice to have it clearly. And back on what you said previously, contribution to the doc. Yes, we have a pending issue with Netlify for quite a while. It's not showing PR as a preview as it should. It's a setting, it's a configuration issue. So starting to play it with, let's say, on another website where we are using Netlify, and I've been able to sort it out because that's something from scratch, brand new, so I can crash everything, not like Microcks. So we'll see how we can replicate that and finally make Netlify as efficient as it should be, especially for PR preview on the Microcks website. That's an improvement that we need to do for quite a while.
Yeah.
So that's under our shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah, we used to have it working a few months ago, and I'm currently browsing the logs, and it was still working on the 11th of February. But we regularly have build issues with timeouts or with bad return codes while building the site on Netlify. So this is not a very robust process at the moment. So
We need to improve that, and clearly it's something that we are thinking about in order to better onboard contribution on the documentation, especially people who like to focus on technical writing and not, managing Git in order to do their review or contribution. So that's something we need to improve clearly. And
yes.
Destiny, if you have any suggestions in order to improve the documentation, again, feel free to raise PR issue and tell us. That's always more
Yeah.
than welcome, because updating and keeping the doc always up to date is more or less a full-time job. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll do that. I mean, I'll be wanting to bring up some issues or discussions around improving the docs, and also I think there are some empty pages that might need updating.
Not that
Oh,
much anymore, but maybe still a few. Yeah.
yeah, I think you're right. You may still
Yeah, okay.
have.
I mean, the last time I checked the web,
Yeah, but
so
yeah, we still have some. I think we have created, empty pages sometimes and ask for contribution on that. Yeah. So if you find anything that on which you can contribute, please do it. Yeah.
yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that makes sense. And also, I think the Ugo is still using like some like, I mean, like one of the major issue with the preview was some short code that is being deprecated from like the upstream clients
Ah,
were still being used. So uh, those ones might need to be cleaned up or migrated to the new.
yeah, that's really possible because we had issues with Yugo updates in the past, and I'm a bit reluctant to upgrade once I found something that is working with Yugo, and I want to keep it stable. So it's really possible that depending on the Yugo version you have, you have warnings regarding deprecation of shortcodes. But here again, uh, as I'm not running a new version, I'm not seeing those messages. So feel free to raise an issue explaining what version of Hugo you are using and what kind of deprecation you message you have. And yes, hopefully we'll find some time or we'll dedicate some time to do an upgrade in some
Yeah, and what we've done in the past, because I'm trying to use the latest version of Hugo for each changes, just in order to see, as you said, Destiny, to see if there's anything which is deprecated or maybe not working anymore. It could happen. And we have done in the past some upgrades regarding this deprecated stuff, and sometimes without changing the version we use to build the website as well. So there's
Mm.
multiple paths to sort it out, but if you find anything that is deprecated, or if it's not working on the latest Hugo version, tell us. But as you said, one important point as well is for each of this upgrade, we would like to be sure that it don't, let's say, completely change the look and feel of the website, or sometime worst, crash some pages, because we've noticed that in the past, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks.
Thanks to you.
No problem, thanks to you, yeah. Okay. Do you want to switch to a new demo and to an update on what's coming in the next version?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
especially the good, Arch is a good fan of async now, so
Yeah, so remember 1 month ago I demonstrated things around OpenAPI callbacks and OpenAPI webhooks. Now I have something similar, let's say similar or quite related. And it's a new feature, so that will land in the 1.14 that is called sync to async triggers. So the rough idea is very simple because it's a very common pattern to have a synchronous interaction like invoking a REST, SOAP, a GraphQL, or gRPC API operation. So have this synchronous interaction that is triggering the publication of an asynchronous event on the channel. So typically, if you are maybe signing to a new website, this will produce an event somewhere on the Kafka topic that said, hey, Harsh just signed in this website, and so you have this ability to process this stream of events, to do analytics, to do whatever you want. And so from the mocking perspective, people usually like to also to simulate this interaction between the synchronous world and the asynchronous world. So the idea here is to have this feature and to have this ability to say, when I call, let's say, a REST API mock, I want to capture the properties of the original synchronous call, and I want to transfer that to the related asynchronous API mocks to be able to produce a contextualized message with the information we captured from the initial interaction. Okay, so that we have something that is really contextual, really rich, and that allows to yes, to simulate very rich situation between one and many, maybe many async API interaction. Okay, so maybe it will be clearer and easier to understand with an example. So let's start. So this is the issue. It is called sync to async triggers support. So a big part of the implementation has already been committed to the repository. So and you can try it out on the nightly version of Microcks. So let's start with the use case. So here we have two different APIs, one Open API, one Async API, and we can start looking at the Async API. So user signed up, this one, Async API. Okay. So this is an Async API with a simple channel and a simple operation that is pushing messages, pushing events on a user signed up topic or signed up. Here we are using a WebSocket. So user signed up WebSocket endpoints. And so the operation is that the consumer is receiving user signed up events with a simple payload. And we have defined 3 examples. The first 2 examples are, let's say, static or dynamic examples. I mean, for example, we will receive random IDs. This example is for Laurent, okay, with my name, my email, and so on. This example is for John Doe, okay? Random string as well, John Doe full name. And the third one is what we call for the moment a contextual event that will be triggered by a synchronous interaction. So this one is called triggered. And you'll see the different thing here is that here we will reuse elements for the original interaction, elements from either the request or the response. Okay, so typically I expect here to reuse a full name coming from an original request, here an email coming from an original request, here the age from an original request, and here the ID from an original response. Okay? So once we've done this, we can integrate this into Microcks. That's what I've done here, user signed up API. So you will find the three different samples here, Laurent, John, triggered. Okay. And if I'm looking at the WebSocket endpoint, here I've prepared everything. So here I can connect to the WebSocket endpoint. I have to wait some moment because it's 30 seconds. You'll know why in a few seconds. But here I should receive events right now. And if everything runs well, I will only receive events for Laurent and John because here it makes no sense to receive the triggered event because I don't have any response or request. Okay. So here, okay. So I received two events, one for Laurent, one for John Doe, and this will be the same each and every 30 seconds. So that's the, let's say, the normal way of doing things in Microcks at the moment. So now let's check the other API, that is the user registration open API. So here I have an operation, register post, okay, for registering or for signing into the system. And we have different, we have just an examples. Here, this is the Chuck Norris example. So I can send full name, email information, and here I will generate a random ID, and I will reuse elements from the incoming request. So here again, it's a very, let's say, classical way of doing things in Microcks. The different things here is that we are using this new specific annotation here. X Microcks operation triggers. So here, what we are saying is that when we invoke the mock matching this post register operation, we will capture the exchange context, you know, the original request and the response. And we will send this to the mock managing our user signed up asynchronous API we just discovered a few minutes ago. And all this captured context will be transferred, and we will reuse elements from the triggered events to actually produce an ad hoc event messages. Okay? So looking at the user registration API once it is imported into Microcks, you have the same thing here. You can just get the curl URL here. Okay, just checking and putting this in the background. Okay, and if I'm issuing a curl command, okay, so I have the response with the computed ID. And here you can see that I have a dedicated event with the same ID here that has been sent and that has been propagated through a WebSocket. Because once I have invoked the user registration API, the context has been captured, transferred to the user signed up asynchronous API, and used to produce a dedicated event. So I can play it again, maybe change here the URL. It's not Chuck, it's microcks.io. It's Yasin, and it will be Yassine Norris, and you
Yes,
still
Norris
have,
is cool.
yeah, yes, and 23 years old, perfect. And you will see, so here I have an adapted response, but here you can see the same ID, Yassine, Yassine Norris, and so on. So I can change the age, 40. Up, still have the same thing here. Oh no, maybe, no, yes, this one is fixed because of the, let me check. Yeah, you will always have 23 years old. Okay, so that's normal. But at least I can move, I can change everything, so I can curl again, saying it's harsh Norris. That sounds great. And I should receive, yes, harsh Norris here. So we have these full capabilities of propagating the context of a mock invocation, a synchronous mock invocation, into the async API engine to have ad hoc events depending on the incoming request. Okay? What do you think, guys?
Cool feature, yeah. It's amazing.
And so here it's just a trigger. You can specify many more triggers. Okay. If you have a one-to-many style event publication interaction, for example. So for the moment, I have applied this on the REST API styles only because it's easy with OpenAPI to use this kind of extension. But the goal is also to have it within GraphQL, within SOAP, within gRPC. And for that, we will not be able to use the specification document itself, but the triggers could be specified using, the API metadata secondary artifacts. So you can imagine provide gRPC protobuf as the primary artifact, provide async API specs on the other hand for all the async event publication, and then provide an API metadata as a secondary artifact for your gRPC service, just specifying the triggers and linking all together the gRPC service with the different async API event publications operations. Cool.
That's
No?
very, very powerful. Yeah. Yeah. At least with that, people can now mix and match sync and async.
Yes.
And for the one who would like, let's say, to mimic async with sync APIs, that's callback and webhook that you have presented at the latest community meeting. And it's something that we know that is easily used in fintech and especially for online payment or people who are providing transfer money or stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So we
cover
already have,
much more use cases now. Yeah, clearly.
yeah. So we have webhooks, we have the callbacks like we presented last month, and now we have this way of yes, linking together uh, one REST interaction with one event publication. So here for the moment, we don't have any hits into the UI, but I will probably add some information about triggers from one operation here, probably here within the just below the dispatcher of the operation.
That's cool. Very cool. And clearly something on which we need feedback and people who may use that, please feel free to comment because
Yeah.
that's something important. I mean, building new stuff is one point, but making sure that people are using it is another one. And again, back to Destiny is not with us anymore, but the way we're going to communicate on the documentation and so on is clearly important because that's brand new and maybe not that easy to understand at the first, let's say, reading.
Yes, exactly. And so we don't have yet the documentation for that, but since last month we produced the documentation for all the things related to OpenAPI callback and OpenAPI webhooks. So just to show you where it is in usage, how to guide usage. And here you have two new entries simulating OpenAPI callbacks, simulating OpenAPI webhooks with, I hope, very clear examples and walkthrough guides that tells you what's going on the UI, what changes you can see, how to test it out, how to use the UI to register new webhooks, for example. So yes, feel free to review it, to comment it, and to say if it's yes clear or not yet as clear as yeah, if we can improve things. And
Cool.
that's it for me for the demo.
And all that stuff will be in the next release.
Yes, yes, yes.
Maybe not for gRPC or GraphQL, as you said. No, do you think that will be included, or maybe for the next version? That's maybe too short.
Maybe short for the 1.14.0, probably much more in 1.13.1. So we have to freeze the stuff at the moment for the 1.14.0. And I have also to reorganize the branching strategy and move things from our branches-based development, and we are moving back to a trunk-based development. So we have already many things to do at this at this level. So probably for the next release.
Because that's I mean what you said is related to the big changes that we are doing on release management, something
Yeah.
that has been described, and that's maybe the first release when we start to apply this project. Maybe already a little bit in late on the schedule that we announced, but at least the idea is here, and the way we're going to manage is as it's fully described, and that's also a big change, clearly.
Clearly.
Cool. So I don't think that we have any other, let's say, important topic to share. But as you notice, quite a lot of activity. And again, KubeCon gonna be the perfect event, let's say, to chat about that. We'll keep you posted on next event as well, because Laurent, you also have a talk at Spring.io Barcelona in April. That's been
Exactly.
accepted like last year. It's cool. With I don't know if you would like to tease, let's say, the talk and who you're gonna do it.
Yeah, and in fact, it will be a workshop, so
Yeah, sorry.
it's a longer format. I think it's a 1 hour and a half workshop, and it's in fact a continuation of the topics we had last year with people from Dapper project in the CNCF. So it will be a workshop on how to apply Dapper plus Microcks and to transform your existing Spring application into a fully cloud native with enhanced developer experience in the loop, thanks to Microcks and Dapper.
It should be, I don't remember the date exactly, but in April. So
Yes, I think it's from 13 to 16 of April, something
well, a
like that.
little bit less than a month after KubeCon.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so maybe some of the events later on we'll keep you posted on that. And then we'll also keep you posted on another important topic we are working on, which is a new, let's say, open source project we are working on for quite a while. related to AI. And that's something on which we have spending this week a lot of time on it. So we hope that we're going to be able to launch it and announce it as expected after KubeCon, or at least for the end of the month. And that's maybe huge. At least we put a lot of effort on it. So we'll keep you posted. And yeah, let's keep going as usual.
Really excited for the. I'm really excited for the second project. I have seen Lawrence post somewhere. I checked
Yeah.
it. Yeah, we'll definitely like try to learn more about that.
Yeah, so you'll probably be able to try it out in 2 weeks or something. So we've been cooking this for something like 6 months now. And so it has been a private project, private beta, and so on. So, but now we have the opportunity to open source this, so it will be probably ready in 2 weeks.
Yeah. We'll change the name, change the branding, but I mean the idea, the vision, and the goal is the same. But we'll share more on that because that's something that can have a big impact.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. And just regarding, because for the one who've not been with us at the beginning of this talk, unfortunately, and again, the live stream is not working in the morning for CT people. So we will relaunch a live stream and schedule it based on the recording tomorrow morning at the same time. The people who like to see it, and then, which means it will be available on YouTube and LinkedIn tomorrow only.
Yeah.
All right. I think we can certainly, if it's fine with you guys, close this community meeting. And looking forward. The next one, by the way, I don't know if the next one will not be in the middle of KubeCon.
Yes.
Yeah, it will be in the middle of the KubeCon, so we
Yeah.
don't have them next.
Yeah. So we'll see if we can sell it, or if there is any volunteers who would like to do it. More than happy. If some people would like to take over, that could be an option as well, which could be great. We'll see. Maybe Laurent will check if maybe a little bit harder for Sebastian to start with, but could be nice.
Could be hard for first time, but yeah. We'll also have to check with the schedule. Sometimes it could be also cool, yeah, if we can find 1 hour during the schedule at KubeCon.
Yeah, because it's at the next one will be at end of the evening,
26.
6
Yes.
p.m. CET. So
Yeah.
maybe we can do it at KubeCon, find a table or an area
Right.
which is not
Depends on the
just
venue
quiet.
settings, yes.
Yeah.
We'll see. Okay.
We'll keep you posted in any case. All right. So thanks a lot, all.
Thanks.
And chat with you soon.
Yeah, thanks for joining, Arsh, Destiny, and yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
have a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.